What is going on, everybody? So, today I thought it'd be something nice to, talk about this. This is more like a video talking about 2025. This video is just gonna be a little bit of a smaller video. I'm not saying that, but I thought it'd be something nice to talk about this. I'll eventually just make a post about this too tomorrow, since tomorrow is New Year's Eve and the last day of 2025. I think it's fair I kind of show off some stuff. But yeah. Also, I did rearrange the background right here. I will dive into more of this in this video, but I do want to I want to be honest, 2025 was a mid-year for me in general, because there was some bad things that did happen, and there was some good things, but I thought it'd be something nice to talk about this, and I think it'd be nice to talk about this in general. So, one thing I do, if I want to be honest, 2025 was a mid-year for me, because half of it was good, half of it was bad. Just a recap of what did happen during 2025 in terms of good and bad of my YouTube channel. The bad thing I do want to start out with is, in the beginning of the year, Papa Steve copy strike 2 YouTube channels. And if you want a video diving into that, that's going to be a video. If you guys want me to dive into that video about Papa Steve, let me know by dropping a like on the video and comment down below if you guys want me to do a video talking about Papa Steve. But yeah, in the beginning of 2025, he was a piss baby because one of his videos didn't give him credit. I don't know if you guys don't know this, but other YouTubers were talking about him in the beginning of the year. One person in general I watched the video of was The Golden Bear Show. One thing I do want to say, I feel like there would have been a better solution to that instead of just like copy striking these channels. I think it's ridiculous, but again, I think he could have dealt with this more maturely instead of just copy striking these channels, because it's a little stupid in my opinion. Also, the big thing that did happen in 2025 that was bad was Max removing Scooby-Doo stuff, and I do want to say that was very dumb on HBO Max. I mean, they bought Boomerang, and that's also another thing that was also bad. Max buying Boomerang, and Boomerang was okay. It wasn't okay to watch on my TV, especially me hooking up my TV for the first time. I wish I would have watched Boomerang on there. I did watch some decent stuff on there. But yeah, one thing I do want to say for 2025, Max removing Scooby-Doo shows and other CNN classic series, I think that's a little ridiculous. If Netflix did buy Warner Brothers, if Netflix did buy Warner Brothers, but if they did, I would be surprised if they brought back every single thing Max removed. All the Scooby-Doo shows, all the other Cartoon Network shows, they need to bring those back. Because Max did a terrible job of respecting them. Okay? The only thing I saw from Max that I didn't like was Velma. And Velma was very hateful towards a lot of community. Also, I actually had to deal with 2 haters. And because one of them saying BioWorld rules and Bendy Ink Machine rule sucks. I did not take that well, by the way. And I know I'll be dealing with haters in the future. But still, I never played BioShock, so I'm not really I don't know if this game even exists. But I do want to say, the DLC is part of their original game. But Bendy and Ink Machine had some decent games. Matter of fact, this year I just got Dark Revival. I can actually prove it to you from right here. I mean, just look at this. I got Bendy and Dark Revival. And I want to be honest, I'm surprised that we got this game on Switch. I'm excited about this game coming out on the Switch. I'm especially excited for the anniversary of Bendy when that shows up soon. Because I can tell Benny's almost going to be 10. I don't know, about 2 years. I think it was like a year since 2026. I think 2027 is going to be the 10th anniversary of Bendy. So that's going to be something to look forward to in the future. But yeah. But still, I don't think BioWare sucks. That's just I just never played it. I don't think it sucks. But still, I just don't understand why would someone say, oh, Bendy and Ink Machine sucks. Like, literally, I don't know why would someone say that. Also, some asshole was commenting about, I'm a grown man playing with toys. If I want to be honest, fuck you for ever saying that. Whoever said I'm a grown man playing with toys, because, listen, I like playing with toys. I'm a toy collector. I like playing with my toys. And I want to be honest, I will cherish these things too. Because these toys is why I started my YouTube channel. I had my Scooby-Doo figures for a very long time. But yeah, and I want to be honest, again, I'm not a big fan. I never played BioWare, so I don't think BioWare sucks. But still, I don't know why would someone, I mean, it's their own opinion and stuff, but still, it's just a little ridiculous. I'm not saying it's ridiculous, but I'm just saying that I don't think BioWare sucks. I just don't understand why would someone say that. But still, I think JoJo Studios is doing a good job with Bendy and stuff. That also leads us to good stuff. Even though this year we dealt with a lot of stuff, but there was some good stuff that this year that kind of were very excited. Most of them involving Bendy. I don't know if you guys don't know this, Bendy and the Darker. There was a new Bendy game getting teased called Bendy and the Ink Factory. And that was also something I was interested in seeing, knowing that we're getting another game after Dark Revival. And we also got Bendy the Lone Wolf, which also heard it's coming out on the Switch, so that's going to be something to look forward to when that's a thing. But yeah, I've seen people playing Bendy the Lone Wolf. I think it's a good game. It is heavily based on Boris and the Dark Survival, one of their older games. But seeing it now with the hints of Dark Revival and stuff, it is pretty cool. I am going to play Dark Revival on my channel. That's going to be the one thing I'm going to be working on in terms of videos. I mean, I could do the video during January, because even though I do have Cuphead on the Switch, I could take that out and replace it with Dark Revival. I could do it during the anniversary of this, I think it's either the 9th anniversary of Bendy. Yeah, I don't know, but I might have to look into that. But yeah, I will play that in honor of Bendy's anniversary, because this is a good game. I collected a lot of their collectibles. I also do want to say they've been also doing black and white figures, and I've been covering a lot of their figures as well this year as well. But yeah, I never did find the Butcher Gang figures, but that's going to be something to look forward to. Also, one thing I do want to say this, I did meet Frank Welker. Right here's a photo. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. But still, it was pretty cool meeting Matthew Lillard. And speaking of Matthew Lillard, I did see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie too. If you guys seen that one. But yeah, it was pretty cool seeing Matthew Lillard in the second FNAF movie. I can't wait to see what the third one's going to have in store. But if you remembered, I did a video yesterday talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and my thoughts on it. And I do want to say, it's a good movie. I think what really excited me the most was seeing the animatronics. But still, I don't care what critics say about this movie. I think this movie's pretty cool. And that video got 3,000 views. Thank you guys so much for supporting that. But yeah, I did meet Frank Welker. I do have the photo right here. Yeah, this is the photo I met with Frank Welker. It was pretty cool meeting Frank Welker. I know Scooby Addict met him too, but I do also have a signed Funko Pop of him too. Um, I might show it off to you real quick. But yeah, this is the Funko Pop that he signed. This was signed by Frank Welker. I also got a photo with him too. Yeah, this was the. But yeah, this is the photo I met with Frank Welker. It was pretty cool meeting him. It was also pretty cool, me wearing a Scooby-Doo costume. This was the first year I got a Scooby-Doo costume. And I would like to try to dress up as Shaggy, Fred, or even one of the villains. I would probably, if I did a custom villain costume, it would probably be Space Kook and Frankenstein. But I think what really surprised me this year was Funko doing Scooby-Doo Pops. I don't know if you remember this, but I unboxed Shaggy and Scooby. This was just a Christmas gift, but I do have Shaggy and Scooby in the background. I don't know, I think I might just have to take the bag down. But yeah, sorry about I had to take the bag down, but yeah, you can't see it, but you might have to zoom in. I do have Shaggy and Scooby back there. You can also see him behind the box here. I would be honest, I wish Funko would make more Scooby-Doo Pops in the future. I know they've been doing Biddy Pops and stuff, which I do think that would be kind of something cool in the future. But, again, I didn't get any of the NFT Pops. I did get a Witch Doctor soda. I think it was 2023. But yeah, again, if I would like to try to get the original gang in the future. But yeah, it's pretty cool seeing Bendy in the Dark. It's pretty cool seeing Bendy in the Ink Factory being confirmed. It's gonna be kind of cool playing Dark Revival and Bendy Lone Wolf. And it is also pretty cool that I finally got back from collecting Bendy and Ink Machine stuff, since that is also something I've been working on too. But I think what really surprised me in 2025 is, I can't give a quick shout out to possibly Jada Toys' amazing Scooby-Doo figures. That's right. This year, I got my hands on Jada Toys' amazing Scooby-Doo figures, and I can tell you this now, you guys need to get these figures in your collection, or if you just want to get these for yourself, I think this would be kind of cool, because Jada does an amazing job on these figures. I love their packaging. I mean, this is the packaging itself. I mean, look at this. It's like, look at this. You don't really see this is their packaging for their figures. I still have the other two, like Shaggy and the Creeper, and I do think it's pretty cool seeing Jada Toys in 2026. I can definitely tell this year was pretty cool in terms of characters we're getting in Wave 2 and Wave 3, with Wave 2 gaining Sea Demon, Scooby-Doo, and Spooky Space Goop. Wave 3 we got Daphne, Charlie the Haunted Robot, and Captain Color's Ghost, which supposedly glows in the dark, which I think that's going to be something cool to look forward to. And I can tell you, Wave 2 is definitely going to... I can't wait to get Wave 2 when that's available for pre-order. I don't know when, but I did pre-order these around March, so maybe March is when these figures are going to be coming out for pre-ordered. I will be doing a video I don't know when WonderCon is, but if WonderCon does show off Wave 2 again in terms of the Scooby-Doo figures, I will do a video talking about that, as well as other figures too. I don't know if Wave 4 is going to be announced this next year in 2026, but that's a possibility. But yeah. But they also did, not only did they do the action figures, but the one thing I was very excited about is this RC car, which I will be doing a video probably this week. Probably Friday or Thursday. But yeah, this is going to be a video by itself. I think the RC car is going to be pretty cool seeing this. But yeah, this is pretty cool. yeah, that's pretty much it for the. Yeah, the other thing I do want to say is I did get some decent good collectibles in 2025. I mean, we got a puzzle bucket right there. The biggest thing I do want to show off in 2025 has to be my giant poster right here. I mean, this thing here is probably the biggest thing I ever owned. I got this at StilCon, and this was about $50. I do want to say this could top the Cyclopedia. It's a literal map. Even though this isn't official, this is probably the biggest thing I have ever gotten. And it is pretty cool getting this. So much that I had to literally, like, you guys don't understand this. All the stuff on that side of the wall, I had to move that. I don't know if you can tell this, but back in the corner here, I don't know if you guys see my older videos or not, but the toy company figures are in the corner. I don't know if you can see on top of the poster is the Frankenstein and Wolfman figure. I also do want to say I am planning on buying the rest of Figure Toy Company's action figures. Again, I could do a video talking about that as well, but I never get the time to do so. But yeah, I do want to say this. I did get some decent collectibles during 2025, and I don't know what 2026 is going to have in store for. I don't know what could be in store for 2026, but I'm probably guessing will probably be J Toys and Scooby-Doo figures. I'm excited when Wave 2 comes out. I will be doing videos on J Toys and Scooby-Doo figures, like what they're going to show off for like during not StilCon, San Diego Comic-Con, and New York Comic-Con, because I can tell that's going to be something to look forward to. I don't know Wave 4 is going to get shown off next year for Wave 4, but that's up to them. But I can't wait to cover that in a future video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I also do want to say their accessories for these figures are also pretty cool. I mean, you got Shaggy with him holding a box of Scooby Snacks, the Creeper with the mask head, and Mr. Carswell having glasses and stuff. I made a post saying that the glasses do break, so you might have to super glue them on his face. But yeah, even the Mummy of Inca, I think the villains are going to be pretty cool from this line in general. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, again, 2026 is pretty. I don't know what 2026 is going to have in store for Scooby-Doo stuff, but I can tell I did see some interesting stuff. I also went to some cool places this year as well. One thing in general was Hershey Park. I went to Cracker Barrel during the day of when I went to Cracker Barrel during the day of the day I went to Hershey Park. I got a new Scooby-Doo shirt. I have other Scooby-Doo shirts I would like to get in the club. I am going to be wearing this shirt a lot. I did wear this shirt a lot if you guys watch some of my videos. But yeah, this is the shirt that I recently got during my trip at Hershey Park. Although I wish Hershey Park will have some Scooby-Doo collectibles, but still this shirt is the day I got the shirt I went to Hershey Park. But yeah, there is these. I would like to get more Scooby-Doo shirts in the future, ones with villains on them. I mean, the shirt that you're seeing me right now does have villains on them. But yeah, that's also another thing I do want to say is, what I do think, I do want to say this for 2026. I was thinking of doing the same thing again, where I can show you guys some stuff. I don't know why I didn't show you this or not, but today I posted a new Tumblr. That's definitely gonna get some good use out of that. I also did show off my haul of Christmas this year as well. But yeah, I do want to say this. I think for 2026, I think it'll be kind of cool just to show off like merchandise out in the wild. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Again, I'll probably post everything in the community tab. I know this year's been a lot hard for a lot of people in general, especially during the holidays. I even know a lot of people are also dealing with stuff what the government's going through. because people does not know. People kind of hate what the government's going through. One thing I do want to state is, but Charlie Kirk got assassinated the day before 9/11, which was also a bad year for a lot of people because that was probably the day where 1,000 people got killed during a plane crash, where they hit the Twin Towers and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of upsetting seeing I personally never met Charlie Kirk in general, but a lot of people probably remember this dude in general, and it's kind of sucks that someone did this to him, like straight up shot him, and this was very unexpected for a lot of people in general. As a matter of fact, the day after that was 9/11. Even people probably have memories of that too. But still, even though you are dealing with stuff, but a little word of advice to you guys, is, if I want to be honest, a little word of advice to all of you guys: be nice to people. Even though people are dealing with stuff, be nice to them. Even though they're dealing with stuff, you don't know what you're dealing with in your personal life. And also, don't give up on stuff. I'm not giving up on my collection, and I'm not giving up on my Facebook page too, since that reached 1 this year. But if you do follow me on Facebook, it's at Patrick Toy Reviews. But if you're watching this on Facebook, I do want to say thank you so much for supporting me on there. Especially like the stuff that you made for me in general. Because usually I don't ask for people to make me stuff. But I just wanted to help people, support people, and that's what I wanted to do. But I do want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing, and I hope you guys have an amazing 2025. I can't wait to see what 2026 has in store. Eventually, I'm going to get used to my new phone here, since it isn't a Samsung phone. But again, thank you guys so much for 2025. And to me, as Patrick Toy Reviews, I'll see you guys in the next video. So, peace.